Victory crowns are one of the biggest features Fortnite has implemented in Chapter 3, but what if there was a crown shop where players could trade in their crowns to unlock exclusive cosmetics that Epic would never bring out to the item shop? We've seen hype leaderboards done in the past, but what if there's a crown leaderboard where players can track how many crowns they have in their region? Today, I'm going to explain why I think crowns can be an even bigger part of what the game is and why I think they'll save the subtle decline of players if done right. Victory crowns at the moment are pretty straightforward. You either claim a crown from winning 2 games in a row, or you eliminate someone with the crown, take theirs, and win the game with it. There is an emote where you can display the number of crowns that you have, but at the end of each season, it resets back to 0, and that's about it. But funnily enough, this small number is causing thousands of people across the world to grind for these crowns. It's a flex, and that's what it is. However, 3 seasons after this feature has been added, and it's already starting to lose a little bit of its flavor. Lobbies are getting sweatier because everyone wants a crown, but there's nothing to do with them after you get it. Everyone has made their TikTok or YouTube video about reaching their first 100 or 1,000 crowns, and the posts have already been made, and now there's really no worth to it anymore. You get more shame than glory for reaching these high crown milestones. So the content creator that I am, I decided to sit down and think about what crowns could really become and their importance in the game. We've seen Fall Guys deal with similar concepts of crowns and using these win tokens as a way to purchase special cosmetics and unlock more rewards. They do it well, and I think Fortnite needs to take some inspiration from their features and turn it into their own, because at the end of the day, Fall Guys is owned by Epic. Getting a Fortnite win should be rewarding. You are playing 25 to 30 minutes to be the last player alive out of 100. Your crown wins shouldn't just be a flex on an emote. They should be special tokens that you can trade in to claim rare cosmetics that no one can buy with real money. I wanted to do something about this, so I got to work. I reached out to a good mate of mine, Philno, who does a few of the thumbnails on this channel, and I said, hey, let's create some concept designs for a crown shop in Fortnite and what they could potentially look like. Also, what changes they should make to the crown system to make it more rewarding. Make sure you guys stay to the end because I want to show you some really cool concepts that I've thought about that Fortnite could add into this crown system. Phil and I spent some time thinking about the initial designs for this shop, and it slowly started evolving into a more custom design. I wanted it to look like a smaller section of the item shop where we would have 6 slots that sold cheaper items and 1 big slot for the exclusive skin that would sell at 100 crowns. Basically making it so a player's goal each season would be to grind for that skin, and then any crowns that they have left, they can then buy the other cosmetics and features. Just to preface, we didn't custom design everything in this shop. All credit goes to the original owners, especially the pickaxe and the skin. We're just using them as examples. But here's the thing, let me break this down for you. This shop would be open on the last day of each season. The tab would be available to view all season, but everything would be locked. But a big part of this section is to allow people to view their total crowns for that season. In this example, I would have 176 crowns ready to spend. At the moment in the game, there's no way of tracking how many crowns you have in the lobby except via the emote. There's already a hype leaderboard in the game for arena points, so why not add a crown leaderboard? Of course, you gotta have range with the #1 spot. But we decided what the leaderboard could look like because who doesn't like scrolling down to find their name amongst everyone else? It's a competition. You want to compete against other players. Moving back onto the crown shop though, because this is the big part of this video and this is what I want to talk about. I want players to be able to unlock custom features that would only be available in these shops. Of course, every season these cosmetics would change, but for this rotation, I wanted the theme to be gold. Whether that be a victory pickaxe where you could display your crown wins on the side of it, or a custom victory screen that you could customize. Why has Fortnite not added custom win screens yet? Imagine you could unlock different effects and sounds so whenever you won, it's unique to you as a player. In my opinion, that's a big one. We ended up designing this new idea called headgear, which of course, if your skin has a helmet or a hat or anything on it, it doesn't really work. But in this case, we had a crown, which players could buy in this crown shop and add it to any skin they had. Just like they had back blings, they could have headgear. But for this simple idea, you just have a crown. It could be slanted. It might be a little bit annoying when you're scoping in, but have it slanted, to have it there, it would look cool. Then of course, a golden umbrella and a golden wrap. I don't know why they don't have those, but it fits perfectly into this theme. But the skin being the main part of this shop and the most expensive. Imagine how much more players are going to grind just to get this skin at the end of the season. If Fortnite is going to reset crowns at the end of each season, why not allow those players to trade those in for actual rewards? I briefly searched around the place to see if anyone else had a similar idea of the crown shop, and aside from some interesting interesting ones, I came across actually a pretty high quality one on Reddit. Basically, players could unlock higher quality umbrellas and pickaxes at different crown intervals. But in my opinion, the rewards are a bit typical. No one's going to be interested in some sprays and loading screens. If people are going to grind, there should be worth. Which brings me to my next point. Now, I've talked to a lot of pros, I've played with a lot of pros, and almost everyone when we play just drops their crown in arena. But I was thinking about it, and this is a competitive playlist. If anything, crowns should be worth more. What if crowns were worth 2 times the amount in arena, and maybe even 3 times in cash cup tournaments like FNCS? I know the more I talk about crowns, everyone's going to be saying, dude, there's just going to be more sweats. It's just going to ruin the game. Hence the reason why we make competitive playlists give more crowns. At the moment, the issue is if you want to grind crowns easily, you play pubs. So pubs has just become a sweat fest of grinders. It's not bad, but I reckon the more competitive you get, the more crowns you should earn. On a side note, how cool would it be if the crown achievement emote actually leveled up every 100th crown you get? It changes a little bit, but once you get to like level 25, you've basically maxed out the crown. What if every 100 crowns you get, the design gets bigger and like glows more? What if you could even change the number on the emote to show all the crowns you've earned in chapter 3? Or you could switch it back to just in that season. What if you could even gamble an amount of crowns before you enter a match? And if you win with that number of gambled crowns, you gain that much. For example, I could sacrifice and put in 25 crowns, and if I win, I get another 25 crowns. It could break the system, but it's a fun idea. I still think Fortnite needs to play around with kill feed customization. What if you could show your crown number alongside your name in the kill feed? So every time you kill or get a kill, it shows up. Or even purchase different name colors in the kill feed with crowns. There's so much Fortnite could actually do with these things. There's so much potential and so many cool ideas, but I think what really matters is implementing some sort of reward system where players feel like they're getting their worth for grinding. I spent the last few weeks working with Philno to get these concepts for the crown shop looking spicy, because at the end of the day, Fortnite needs to add this. If not a crown shop, a crown battle pass like Fall Guys does, because they're both owned by the same company, and hey, maybe we'll see something like that in the near future. Now, Fortnite has been out for almost 5 years, and the satisfaction of getting your first Victory Royale is kind of lost. It's not there anymore in pubs and even in arena a little bit. For newer players, sure, I get that. But ever since Chapter 3 implemented the crowns, I've never found myself grinding the game this much. I did a couple videos back in Season 1 and Season 2 about grinding to 100 crowns in like 1 week. It was pretty dumb, but it was crazy. We had so much content that came out from it, and that's how much we loved grinding pubs. Pubs for me became so much more fun than Chapter 2, and I strongly believe that Victory Crowns could change the game for the better if Epic just made that next step forward and add a crown shop or something like that, and add features that benefit grinders who play this game non-stop. Back in the day, everyone just wanted to get better at the game, so pubs was competitive, it was interesting, but now there's AI that walk around and there's nothing really to work towards. Everyone has wins. Even in arena, you get to Champion League and that's it. The road just ends. There's nothing after that. Fortnite needs another incentive, not just for the content creators and the pro players who grind, but for the casuals. I play a game of Fall Guys, and not only do I get XP and I get challenges, but I'm playing to get crowns, and the crowns actually do stuff. In Fall Guys, you have a crown level where each time you level up with crowns, you unlock a special tier in its own battle pass. It's pretty cool, and honestly, it could probably work in Fortnite as well. They've thought a lot about it, and Fortnite genuinely needs something like this. Also, let me know if you guys have any bright ideas about crowns in the comments below. Super keen to see what you guys think about all of this, because honestly, it's a lot to digest, but honestly, I reckon crowns could change Fortnite completely and for the better. And I hope that from this video, I've convinced you guys as well.